What's up, everybody? It's Brickwall Media. Today I'm going to show you how to do a very quick, very simple transition that looks super clean. It's a cutout transition that flies in through the side. It's going to look something like this. We'll go ahead and go over to Premiere Pro. If you look up here in this window, it's going to come in. It's just going to come flying in from the side and be part of the transition. I'm going to show you guys how to do that. Let's get into it. We're going to start with our two clips, right? I have a clip here that's got a little bit of slow motion going on. And then I got a second clip here where we got this guy here with his basketball jersey and homeboy flexing in the back. It looks kind of cool. So what we're going to do is we're going to make this jersey fly into this screen for the transition. So how we do this is actually really easy. You're just going to go to the second clip, right? And we're just going to export this frame. So go ahead and go to export frame. It should be at the bottom of your program sequence, right? And then go ahead and import it into the project. It's going to be the top option there. Now I might be moving a little fast. This is my first YouTube video, so I'm still trying to figure out like the best way to teach, but try to bear with me. Step number one, or not step number one, we did a couple steps already, but you get my point. We're going to go ahead and come over here to opacity and click on this little pen tool. Right, and what we're gonna do is real rough, right? It doesn't have to be perfect. It's just gonna be really rough. We're gonna go around this dude, and I'm gonna do it in real time to show you that it doesn't. You don't have to zoom in. You don't have to do everything all perfect. It's just real rough, and the reason it's rough is because this transition is gonna be so fast. Here, I'm just gonna skip this other guy's little underarm. This transition is gonna be so fast that it doesn't really make a difference. Now we want to make sure that this frame here is where the second clip starts, right? So we're going to go ahead and add a keyframe for position, add a keyframe to scale, and add a keyframe to rotation. We're going to take all three of those and we're going to go ahead and push them all the way to the end, right? That's how we make sure that this dude is back where he's supposed to be, where the second clip starts, all right? So that's all the way at the end. Now remember, we are in the middle, 2 frames in. So the middle is where I like to overextend the entrance for the transition. So for example, let's say he comes in from this side. I like him to go a little farther than he's going to land and then come back. Okay, so let's say he was right here, right? I want him to go a little bit farther, let's say this way. And when he gets to the end, right, I'm going to make him a little bit bigger. Make him a little bit bigger. And I'm going to rotate him a little bit. What that's going to do is just going to add a little shake. Okay? And then once we're done with that, we're going to go ahead and go to the beginning. And we're just going to take him all the way out. Just like that. So it's going to look like this. See that? It's real fast. It's real fast. We'll go frame by frame just so you can see it. Here he comes flying in. I think I forgot to do the rotation. I did forget to do the rotation. Oh no, I did do the rotation. So he rotates back and you'll see once the next frame starts, he's right in the center. Okay, now we're going to clean it up a little bit because, I mean, it looks good. It looks good just like this. But we want to make sure that it looks a little bit more special. So what we're going to do is we're just going to add a little bit of blur. So go ahead and go to effects, type in blur. We're going to go with directional blur and drag it right into the picture. I like to go ahead and give it a blur, I don't know, anywhere between 60 and 100. It all depends on you. And then make sure the blur is going the right direction. If he's moving side to side, you want the blur to be side to side, obviously. You don't want the blur to be up and down if he's coming in from the side. We'll go ahead and make the blur side to side. And then one thing that I forgot to do earlier is with the mask, with the pen, you have to feather it. Just give it a little bit of feather. You see that? So that it's not so rough. All right, there we go. Now let's go ahead and look at that. You see that? You see the difference? So that's a nice, clean little... Now, what you can do, right? It's good. It's good like this. But you can keep adding to it. You can go ahead and add a, let's say a flash. So I'll type in white, dip to white. Throw that right in between. 4 seconds I have found to be the sweet spot, right? And then we just give it a little flash. You see that? So we'll go ahead and play it frame by frame so you can see it. He comes in, it flashes, and he's exactly where he's supposed to be. he's exactly where you're supposed to be. So you can add any effect. You can add a shake effect. You can add whatever you want to make this look better. So from beginning to end, it doesn't take that long to do, and it looks super clean. So yeah, that concludes this video. Again, I just started this channel, so obviously I probably don't have a big audience. So like, subscribe if you learned something. If you use this transition on your next video, shout me out. Let them know where you learned to do that, and then I'll keep putting out videos. And I promise I'll get better. I probably moved a little fast through that. If you want to see my work, brickwall_media on Instagram. And yeah, I'll keep pumping out these videos. Appreciate you guys.